How I went from knowing nothing at all about photography to landing my first job. So I've always been into photography. I've taken pictures on whatever device I could find. My first camera that I owned was a camera phone. It was one of the first LG phones that took pictures, and it was a 2 megapixel camera. The picture quality at the time was great for me, but looking back at it now, like, it was so pixelated, it was terrible. And then after that, I bought myself a point and shoot camera, and I was taking pictures on that, and it was great to document the photos that I got, but it wasn't like what I really wanted. And then one day I took a picture of my son at a paddling pool, and it got the whole of his face in focus and the background was blurry, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, this is what I want to create. And my friend had a camera, I think it was like the Nikon D3300 or something like that, or D3000. It was a cheap camera, but it had 2 lenses, and I was able to take pictures and create the photos that I wanted. It was amazing for me. So then I decided to get myself a camera. My first camera was a Sony A58, and again, for me as a beginner, it was a great camera. It showed me the pictures before I took the pictures, so I know exactly what it was going to look like before I took them. And I watched all the YouTube videos so I could understand what it was that I was doing, and again, took pictures of everything. Actually, the first week of getting the camera and watching the videos, it was such a headache. I chucked the camera aside, didn't watch any videos for about a week. I was like, nah, I'm done with this. And then I decided to pick the camera up again, and I was like, no, I'm gonna learn this. I bought this. I know I want to do this, so let's do it. And I did. I stuck at it. I learned what I needed to know. Got into flash photography, off-camera flash photography. That's what I love doing, creating all those pictures, creating everything. You control all the light, you control absolutely everything, and you create a picture that you wanted. So I went off in that tangent, and then I decided to go for a job as a nightclub photographer. I thought, I know off-camera flash photography, how hard could it be? I went for that job. It was just a trial job, just to see if you could do the job. That job bombed. It bombed. My flash didn't work how it was supposed to. The pictures didn't come out the way that I've been practicing. Yeah, it bombed. I froze, like sweat was dripping from everywhere. Like, I was like so nervous. I ran into the stairwell, tried to figure it all out, recompose myself. Once I figured everything out, came back out, shot the pictures, done the job, had a good time. The pictures were okay, but it was big learning curve. But I had the best time because I figured it out and I got the job done, and I didn't get that job. So because of what happened that time, I learned all that I needed to know in order to make sure that didn't happen again. So this time I made sure I got extra batteries, I got extra flash. Then I went and applied for another job as a nightclub photographer, and I smashed that one. Like, the problems tried to happen again, but I knew what I was doing, I was prepared, and yeah, I had a great time, and I got good pictures, and I got the job. And that's how I went from knowing nothing at all to landing my first job.